Welcome to Marketing Matters. I'm Peter Applebaum. Who said that advertising isn't fun? That's why we're here at Luna Park to enjoy the thrills and spills of Australia's first ever Advertising Week. We're going to speak to Facebook, the Warehouse Group. We're also going to speak to the global CEO of Advertising Week and a man that markets marijuana. First up, we're going to speak to Matt Scheckner, who's the global CEO of Advertising Week. So we're on the Ferris wheel at Advertising Week, Luna Park, and we're speaking to the global CEO, Matt Scheckner. Matt, welcome to Marketing Matters.
Great to be here with you, Peter.
So what an achievement. From scratch, you've built a global brand in 15 years. How did you do it?
Well, I think the old-fashioned way, hard work. Right. You know, I think it's a little bit of moxie, a little bit of naivete, and a whole lot of help from great partners all over the world.
So if I'm a small business and I'm looking to build a global brand, no matter what the industry is, from a marketing point of view, what are the suggestions you would have?
Well, I think in today's digital world, the experience really matters. That's why we're here at Luna Park. That's why last night for our opening gala, we were at the Opera House right behind us. And I think you have to give people an experience. You know, our recipe is a blend of thought leadership on the business of the business and then a little bit of show business. And I think that engagement, that entertainment, and helping people pave the way forward. People all need knowledge, no matter what their business is.
So you no doubt know people who've been attending Advertising Week functions because you have them in New York, in London, in Tokyo, in Mexico City, and now in Sydney.
That's right.
What are some of the outcomes that some of the people who've attended Advertising Week have had?
Well, Peter, since we began back in '04, you know, the landscape has changed tremendously. I mean, when we started, Facebook was only on the Harvard campus. You know, we were a couple years away from the iPhone, a couple years away from YouTube. We had Jim Squires from Instagram on stage this morning. The first Instagram post was 2010. So almost all of the things that we're talking about now, data analytics, AI, VR, AR, none of those existed at all. So for us, and this is the common thread throughout the world, it's helping people navigate change. And for us at Advertising Week, it's a blend of the timely, largely the technology-driven changes, and the timeless creativity, diversity and inclusion, female empowerment, talent, you know, bringing in the broader arena of popular culture. And that's a very big part of our DNA as well.
So having spoken to so many marketers from around the world, your partners included, what are the key trends you think that marketers should be aware of over the next 3 to 5 years?
I think the gravitation towards mobile, the rapid pace of technological change makes it harder and harder to engage consumers. You know, all of our behavior has morphed and evolved, you know, so quickly, much faster than anyone could have imagined. So I think those that navigate change will do well. I think, you know, there are great examples of traditional and new media working together. We're talking about a lot of that stuff on the stage here, but I think the smart people figure it out. And that's what we see all over the world, whether we're in Mexico City or London or New York or Tokyo or here in Sydney. You know, the power of big ideas, the power of creativity to solve challenges, and the value of hard work. You know, those separate the winners from the non-winners.
So, Advertising Week 2020 from around the world, how is it going to be different in 2 years' time to the way it is today?
Well, I think the content changes. I can't tell you we were smart enough to have done it purposefully, Peter, but the absence of a theme really works in our favor. So we hand curate a program each market we go to that is very much a reflective mirror of what's happening in popular culture. You know, certainly the gravitation and the dominance of streaming in the consumption of content, the convergence of technology, content distribution, that will continue to be a hot area. How consumers buy things, fundamentally, that's changed dramatically. I know Amazon's relatively new to this market, but there's a lot going on, you know, in that world. And I think how the business models continue to change, the agency model, how clients are continuing to evolve, and sort of that balance between procurement and creative. You know, that's a real hot button as well.
Do you think marketing is a wonderful place to be, or it's less exciting than it was, or it's more exciting?
Listen, it's never been a better, more exciting time, and our job here is about navigating change. So we're Switzerland. We bring together the whole ecosystem. Brands, creative, ad tech, media owner. So the pace of change is rapid, and our constituents and delegates all around the world, everybody's looking for answers, everybody's looking for an edge, and everybody's looking to share learnings from one part of the world to the other. And what we've been able to build, being in just about the entire world, and we're launching in Johannesburg in 2019, we're able to bring a genuine global perspective, and through our AW's 360 platform, beyond when the circus comes to town, in this case, quite literally, we're able to extend that thought leadership platform to our delegates around the world all year long.
Matt, you obviously have competitors, some who are probably better established than you, have been around longer. Sure. How do you deal with your competitors? How do you differentiate Advertising Week?
It's a great question, Peter. We stick to our knitting, and we've always felt, my partner Lance Pillersdorf and I always felt that let's make our stuff great, and then everything else takes care of itself. So let's take the example of where we are right now. Here we are on top of a Ferris wheel in Luna Park. The Harbor Bridge is behind us. The Opera House is behind us. So I don't, and in a respectful way, I don't particularly care what any of our so-called competitors are doing. I know what we're doing. We're making a great product. We're very driven to make it better. This is the 25th global edition of Advertising Week. So I think if we continue to work hard, to do great work, to deliver a great product, then everything else takes care of itself.
So what are the final pieces of advice you would have to Australian marketers, given the experience you've had from around the world?
I think you've got to think out of the box. It's an old expression, but it's a true one. I think, the lazy, let's play it safe. I think you have to take risks. I think you have to be willing to go to places that you haven't been before. I think you have to recognize that your yesterday's competitor might be tomorrow's collaborator and friend. And I think you have to take a long-term view. It's not always about maximizing profit today or tomorrow. It's, can you build a product, and if you get the product right, eventually you'll figure out how to make money.
So Matt, thank you so much for your time, and thank you also for not making any jokes about the ups and downs of advertising and marketing.
It's great to be here with you, Peter. Thanks for having us.